Hey, what's up? This is C4K. Today I'm going to introduce the best vocal group in Korea. This is totally personal perspective, but I guess majority of Korean people would agree with me. I will introduce the male and the female vocal group, but this video is going to be about the male vocal group. Debut after 2000s, so the singers who has debuted before were not considered. Once again, this is going to be my personal opinion, and if you think there is another great vocal group in Korea, please leave down the comments below. All the links of the songs which I'm going to introduce in this video will be provided on the description below. Okay, let's get to the point. The best vocal group in Korea, I could say, is Brown Eyed Soul. When the white people sing R&B or soul, they call them Blue Eyed Soul, but a lot of us has a brown eyes, they just made the name Brown Eyed Soul. By the name, you can guess what kind of genre they're going to sing. They're an R&B and soul group. Of course, they do also sing ballad. There are 4 members in this group, 1 main vocal and 3 sub-vocal. Actually, all of them can sing very well. The main vocal, he is fabulous. All of them are now over 40, but they're still an active group. The main vocal is Naul, and he is the center of this Brown Eyed Soul. Before making this group, he was a member of a duet called Brown Eyes, similar name. When Brown Eyes debuted in 2001, they made a big hit. Already 1 year. And also other songs in this album was made a big hit, especially this song. They released second album. After that, they disbanded this group. Even though Brown Eyes song made a big hit, they didn't show up on TV shows, even singing programs. At that time, many idol singers, what we call the boy band group, like what you think of K-pop nowadays, dancing, singing and rapping and everything together. But there was also many criticism about those kind of singers because they were too much focused on the appearance and other stuff, and they were more very active on the TV variety shows. So many people were saying, why are they focusing something more than the music? That's the reason why there was other artists which eliminated all those kind of stuff, only handling with the music. Many of those artists didn't show up on the TV shows but only released the album, so their song was a hit, they only played on the radios. Those kind of artists had a really great vocals. It really overwhelmed the vocals, so it was popular in the other side. And now forms the Brown Eyed Soul with other 3 more vocals. At 2003, they released their first album. So their music video is more kind of dramatized. As Brown Eyes, they didn't show up on the TV shows. Even though they weren't active on those kind of other promotions and shows, they still made a hit. After their first album, they focused on the concert. Singers in the group released the solo albums and some single albums together. Later, they released the second album called My Story. My story. This song made a really great hit, and they just focused on making singles and concert and live. They released some of the other singles, but there were less promotions and the songs weren't like really pop style, so they weren't really getting popular at the industry, which didn't make a big hit. They haven't been disbanded until now, but they do concert. The main vocal now is a sincere Christians, release gospel songs, and he sang in the church. This is crazy, right? I'll go to church every week to see this guy. You know, the really famous, the female vocalist, So-hyang, and she's also the gospel singer. If they both sing on the same church, I'll go to church every day. Well, anyway, he has released some single albums. It wasn't like pop style, no promotions at all. So it wasn't a really big hit. Personally, his song Gloria, you can see his R&B vocal technique here. It's just great. He majored in art, so he was focusing on the artwork, also having exhibitions. He was a talented guy. Recently, he has given IU is like the most loved single girl singer in Korea. He gave her a song as a present because IU was asking Naul for a new song, and she tells about this episode. Naul has directed her in the studio. She says she felt so small. Naul was directing her.
커트라인이 되게 높으세요. 기준점이. 나중에는 정말 이런 식으로 해보라니까 이렇게 하시는데 내가 그걸 제가 하면 제가 나얼이죠 라는 그 마음이.
Then she introduced the guide song that Naul gave it to her.
나얼 선배님 가이드 버전 진짜 예술이에요.
아, 그래요?
네, 그냥 그대로 발매해도 그냥 원테이크로 한 번에 그냥 부르셨대요. 그냥 대충 부르신 거죠. 근데 정말 완벽합니다.
이거 나올 노래잖아요.
This is like the masterpiece, even though it's a guide song. Do you agree with them? Many Koreans want now to show up on TV or make more popular songs, sing on the broadcast, but he's type of a guy who don't want to be on the TV shows. So many people say, yeah, he just sings for fun, even though he's like the best vocalist. Okay, that's the best vocal male group in Korea. And for the best female vocal group in Korea, please subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.